Hello and welcome to Lesson 10, page 67 in the Pre-Level 1 book. This is the song titled The Indian Drummer. And if you want your book to match mine right now, I'm actually on page 65, so we can review our brand new note that we're going to need for the song The Indian Drummer. So we're still under our group of 3 black keys, and as you can see, the new note we are learning is the note B. And I just want to remind you of our keyboard story that we started when we learned the note F. And we used this story to teach the white keys under the group of 3 black keys at Piano Lab. So last time I drew a roof over top of our group of 3 black keys and we called it our house. And remember, our first white key is F, and we said it's the front door is F, or you can remember it as the first white key. But for our story, we're going to call it the front door. And that's how we get into our house. But I always ask my students, how do we get into the backyard? What door would we use? That's right, the back door. So on the back side of our group of 3 black keys, we have B, our brand new note. Let's find a B together on our pianos. Here's a group of 3 black keys. There's my front door. Let's go to a back door. There's a B, great job. Let's find another B on our piano to practice. Here's a group of 3 black keys. I'm going all the way to the back. And I found another B. Excellent. You can practice by finding all the B's on your piano if you would like. And once we are ready with our new note B, we can move on to our song on page 67. So let's go there together. Okay, and this is the Indian Drummer, and we'll be reviewing our new note B and also using C, D, and E. So just like our last songs, we were using C, D, E, and F to review our notes. Well, now we're going to use B, C, D, E. So right behind C, we have B, our back door under the group of 3 black keys. So I'm going to be using middle C. Remember, find a group of 2 black keys in the middle of your piano. First white key is C. Right next to C, we have B. And we can move over to D, which is the white key in the middle of our group of 2 black keys. And we also have E. So I'm going to use the same hand position we have been using. 2 fingers to cover B and C, and 2 fingers to cover D and E. Great. So we all together we have B, C, D, and E. Let's do some 1, 2, me, then you to warm up with our new note, and then we'll look at each line of the Indian Drummer. 1, 2, me, then you. Play a B. Now a C. Now a D. How about an E? Let's go back to D. Now B. How about E? Then B. Very good. And now we can take a look at our song, The Indian Drummer. In the first line, we're going to start with 4 walk notes. And then we end the line with 2 half notes worth 2 beats. But I'm actually going to break this in half so we can focus just on this first section because it's really important we get good at it. It's going to get us through our whole song. So let's clap our 4 walk notes to practice having a steady beat. Here we go, first half of that line. 1, 2, clap with me, and walk, 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 walk. Great, and now we're ready to look at our notes. Up first we have a D, and then we skip over C and head down to B. And now here we have a big jump from B all the way up to E, and then back to B. And you can practice doing this pattern without a steady beat just to get used to your notes. So you can play a D, Then when you're ready and you've looked at the music, you can say, okay, a B is next. Then I jump up to that E and back down to that B. Let's try it at a steady beat together. 1, 2, here we go. Play D, B, E, B. Let's do that again because we want to get really good at this pattern. 1, 2, here we go. Play D, B, E, B. Excellent work. And now the second half of our line, we have 2 half notes. Remember, hold for 2, with just D. And I think we can go ahead and try the full line. I don't think we're going to have trouble with just 2 half notes, but I wanted to make sure we're really focused on that first pattern, D, B, E, B. Let's try the whole first line at a steady beat. Hands ready. 1, 2, here we go. Play D, B, E, B, D for 2, and D for 2. Great work. And moving on to the second line, we have almost the same exact thing again, except one difference on our second half. We have a whole note. Hey, we haven't seen a whole note in a little while. Remember, our whole notes get 4 beats that we hold our note for. And again, we're doing that same pattern as above, D, B, E, B. Let's try this second line together at a steady beat. Actually, why don't we clap it first together just to have it? 4 walk notes and a whole note. We haven't seen that whole note in a while. Hands ready to clap. 1, 2, line 2, clap, and walk, 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 and hold, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now let's try it at a nice steady beat together. 1, 2, line 2, play, play, D, B, E, B, D, 2, 3, 4. Great job. And now looking at line number 3, wow, how many walk notes do we have all together? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8 walk notes in a row on line number 3. And we play 4 Ds and then 4 E's all together. I think that we can get this on the first try. Let's go ahead and get our hands ready in position. Remember, we're playing 4 Ds and 4 E's. Here we go. 1, 2, line 3, play, play, D, 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 now E, 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 E. Fantastic work, and we're already on our last line of the Indian drummer. We have a half note, and then a whole note, all using the note D over and over. I think this will be an easy one for us. Let's try the last line together, all on our note D. 1, 2, last line, play, play, D for 2, D 2, and D, 2, 3, 4, and off. Nice job on finishing up each line of the Indian Drummer, and now we're ready for our first full performance. And students, a bit of advice before we play this song. Yes, we may be able to get right through these last two lines with no issues, but remember, we want to start the song slow enough so we can play it all at the same steady beat, okay? So make sure we don't start too fast or maybe speed up when we get to these measures. Play it the same speed that you'll play this first line at. This is the real challenge in the song. In lines 3 and 4, I'm sure you'll be able to get it no problem, but let's focus on that steady beat staying the same. Okay, starting with line number 1. Here we go, full song. 1, 2, here we go. Play D, B, E, B, D for 2, and D for 2. Line 2. D, B, E, B, D, 2, 3, 4. Third line. D, 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 E, 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 and D for 2, and D for 2, and D, 2, 3, 4, and off. Fantastic job on your first full performance of the Indian Drummer, and when you're ready, you can come back to this performance where we try it at a little bit of a faster speed. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Play D, B, E, B, D for 2, D for 2. Line 2. D, B, E, B, D, 2. Third line, play. Play D, 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 E, 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 D for 2, D for 2, D, 2, 3, 4, and off. Congratulations on finishing the song The Indian Drummer, and I will see you on the next one.